Okay, here's a Rinehart 18-1 archery foam target that's been pretty beat up. It's been shot 8,000 times by compound bows. It's been only shot 17 times, 7 times by broadheads, just for a tuning. So the rest of the time's all been field points, and it's been shot 8,000 times. Let's take it outside and shoot it a few times and see how she still stands up. Well, there you have it. That's a complete pass through with a crossbow, which doesn't surprise me in the least. But I've heard people on YouTube talk about these things and say they've got tens of thousands of hits with a crossbow with broad blades. That is just not believable. Right, okay. So in conclusion, well, it's a good target. But you hear these stories where people talk about it, you can shoot it tens of thousands of times. Now, I don't think that's possible. I've shot out pretty much every target on this, every side on this, in 8,000 shots, and even the sides where there's a little bit of target left. The problem is that it starts to split across the axis between the centre points of the target. So I've found over time that it's actually, when you shoot through here and then you shoot through here, they join up and create a tear around, and it's now split in all three axes, and it's only the tape that's actually holding it together. Every time it's shot, quite sizable chunks will fly out of it, which I'm collecting, by the way, because I think I'll put them into a loose bag to make a loose bag target out of them. Get me money's worth. I did add some extra target sides on these triangular corners which didn't have targets on them. I sort of spray painted in these little jobs here so I could shoot through here, and that worked for a while, but even there what I found was that there was so much cavity damage within the interior as I shot in, it just still started to split again as it is. I think I could get a bit more life if I completely gaffer taped up the entire thing. I think, and tried to contain the foam inside a sort of bag as it was, and probably get actually more shots out of it than I thought. The notion that you can shoot this, you know, people have said that they've had Rinehart, even the larger block targets, where I find the idea that they've had it 5 seasons and they claim to have shot it tens of thousands of times. Tens of thousands. I don't feel credible. Especially people who say they've shot them with broadheads, which cut this, you know, quite massively. And every time you shoot a broadhead, getting it back out again would really tear it up in comparison with a field point. My main things I'd like to say about it. Let's have a look. Is it's still a very good target. It may even be the best target, but I don't think we should live in a world where people have a sort of emotional investment in what they buy, so they immediately big it up as like the best thing they've ever bought. So they sort of exaggerate the claims of how well things make. I much prefer people to be sort of more honest about what they buy, and that's what prompted me to make this video, because you know, I was searching YouTube for reviews, and then all you get is, you know, either some obvious professional archer pay to sort of promote something which is, you know, dubious, or you get people who make these sort of exaggerated claims. Now, and it doesn't need to be exaggerated. If we all had understood what the reality was, we could still make good choices, but not be sort of led into a sort of false sense of sort of incredulity about these things. Still a good bit of kit, I suppose. Can't really, I mean, you get a block like that and shoot it 8,000 times. It's not bad, is it?